The last rites of the 19-year-old Ankita Bhattari, who was killed by being pushed into a canal in Uttarakhand's Rishikesh, were performed last evening amid huge protests and outrage.
That's right. You can see those protests in Uttarakhand's Srinagar. Now, Ankita was an employee at a resort owned by a former BJP leader, Vinod Arya's son, Pulkit Arya, and her body was recovered from the Chila barrage on Saturday morning. Pulkit and two other employees of the resort have been arrested in the case.
My colleague Akshay Dongre joins us live from Srinagar, Uttarakhand. Akshay, the draft report released by AIIMS Rishikesh said injuries before death have been found on Ankita's body, suggesting of a blunt force trauma. But the preliminary report stated that she died of drowning. When is the post-mortem report expected? And the parents were clearly very upset and huge protests yesterday.
Well, we are right now in Srinagar body, and yesterday what we saw was a series of protests, series of confrontation between the protesters and the police officials who were trying for the cremation process to start as soon as possible to diffuse the tensions in the area. However, the protesters were not willing to let the police officials, in fact, take the mortal remains of Ankita Bhattari to the crematorium ground from the mortuary, because they knew that as soon as the cremation takes place, the police and the administration will sort of just backtrack on the promises that they were making as far as justice is concerned. However, when we talk about the post-mortem report, according to the district magistrate and according to the modus operandi, the post-mortem report cannot be made public. It is always given to the court in a sealed envelope, and that is the set procedure. However, we have seen that in such sensitive cases, many a times the post-mortem report gets leaked. It is not released actually, and that is there is a procedure to not release the post-mortem report, because the defendant side can actually use the weak points from the post-mortem report and change their statements to in fact defend themselves. So that is the set procedure. However, it is likely that like in the other cases, the post-mortem report may get leaked here as well, and that in fact that remains to be seen. However, the people were adamant on trying to find out more that what exactly happened, and to know that the only way is the post-mortem report. Right now, what we know from the preliminary report is that Ankita Bhattari died of drowning. However, there were injury marks on her body, but a final post-mortem report will establish that whether there was some other angle to it, whether there was some sexual assault angle to it, and what exactly happened. That can only be revealed by the post-mortem report. Everyone is waiting for that, and that is the most important thing right now as far as this particular case is concerned, because that is going to establish, and that is going to in fact solidify the case against the accused Pulkit Arya and his two other accomplices. The Uttarakhand government in fact has started a lot of action against these kind of resorts and spas that are functioning in Rishikesh. However, it is still a big question that were the government officials, were the police officials not aware of these kind of businesses, flesh trade running in the holy city of Rishikesh, that is where a lot of pilgrims come in each and every Kumbh Mela. So that is the most important point here. And right now, even though it's quiet here in Srinagar, but there is a lot of anger among the people, because just after the cremation, it's not just about Ankita, as people are saying that now with these kind of cases on the rise in states like Uttarakhand, people will be very afraid to send their children, send their daughters out to study, out for jobs. So that in fact, so the accused, the murderers not only have destroyed one family, people here are saying that they have destroyed dreams of many girls who aspire to go out of their homes and become independent, become self-sufficient, and that these kind of crimes will come in the way of that.